Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. First, hands on the new Tudor Ranger at my favorite multi-brand AD, Desitter, here in Liege, in Belgium. The CK859 from Omega was also available, and I really like this panerai in the window. And I had a first glimpse at the new Breitling Super Ocean watches, vintage styling, but yeah, I came there to check out the new Ranger, already available on strap and on the bracelet. With a diameter of 39 millimeters, it wears very similar to my Rolex Explorer discontinued 39 millimeter version, and this one here is very slim, a bit like a Black Bay 58. Now, we don't have the four rivets this time on the bracelet, and it looks eerily similar to an oyster. Of course, it's made of a different type of steel. In the clasps, you have the long-awaited T-fit, easy on-the-fly extension. And I've been told you can actually swap this bracelet and put it on the Tudor Black Bay Pro. I would have to double check on that. It would be actually quite interesting. So the price here is only 2,800 euro or dollars, since we are at parity. So making it very affordable watch with 100 meters of water resistance. I think it's sufficient for the purpose of this exploration type of watch. Very good looking dome sapphire crystal, very vintagey looking, similar to the one you find on the Black Bay Pro. And I think most of the comments will be about the choices made on the dial itself, which makes again the watch look a bit more junior, with the faux fade on the matte dial, and the choice of the color for the painted Superluminova. I find it in person a bit too yellow. It's a bit of a weird shade. They haven't gone full orange either, and maybe they've tried everything. They've tried white, and it was maybe too stark. For the Tudor look, the more playful approach. Some people say, oh, they can't go white because it will look too much like the Explorer. I'm not quite sure. I think they try different things, and they want to stick to some visual cues across all the lines. But overall, at the price point, I think it's a very fetching watch, really well made. You finally get the bracelet that people wanted without the rivets. You get the T-fit. It's really a great proposition. And let me know a bit in the comments what you think is right, what is wrong about the watch. I think the handset also separates it from the rest of the range, from the Black Bay, certainly. It makes it very, very different, very unique. And if you're a collector of Tudor, this is one you might consider adding to the collection. I stared at it for a long time. I was hesitating because I have the Explorer 39 millimeter. I don't want to share the wrist between those two watches, because I do wear it quite a lot. I certainly don't need another Tudor, since I just got the Black Bay Pro, which I really love. And I really like the shade of the lume on that one. But this one is fetching. Now, while I was there, I got to experience the 40,000 euro, $40,000 Moonshine Gold, Sedna Gold, Speedmaster Professional there with the black dial, black bezel. Fantastic watch. And it's not that heavy, because the bracelet is not that heavy. But I got very lucky again. I got to experience also the brand new redesigned Air King. Few differences. There's a 0 next to the 5 at the 5th minute. There's crown guards. They've removed that protection cage for the magnetism inside, because the movement itself is very anti-magnetic now with the new technologies, chronology escapement and whatnot. So it's much slimmer, and they have a wider lug width at 21 millimeters, and the lugs themselves are a bit longer. So it fits very different from the previous version, which was the same as a Milgauss, which was a bit of a bug on the wrist. This one is very flat, very broad, maybe a bit too broad actually for smaller wrists. Mine is 17 centimeters of diameter and quite flat. I really like it. I can pull it off. but it might not fit all the wrists. Otherwise, you also have a more secure clasp. You have the Loom 369. You know, you've seen all the videos about it, all the details. There's quite a big demand for it, so I could not buy this one. This one is the display one for the customers who want to put in an order, but things are fair and square here at this authorized dealer, Desitter in Liege. Put in your interest. Might take a year, might take 5 years, but eventually, when they get the watches in, you get your watch. And if you don't have, like me, a true pilot's watch, I think that this Air King is really the offering from Rolex that really fits the bill. And between this one and the previous one had its charms, but I think that this one is really the one that I would love to add to my collection, maybe one day. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.